Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? Happy Friday, TGIF. Welcome back to another Anatomy and Physiology live stream. Hello, my name is Ollie. I go live multiple times a week teaching you guys Anatomy and Physiology. Welcome everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started here in just a few minutes. Once a couple people join, but welcome. My name is Ollie. I go live multiple times a week teaching Anatomy and Physiology. Hello. How's everyone doing? Hello, welcome in. Happy Friday, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started with the questions here in just a minute. But if you're new, I go live multiple times a week covering anatomy and physiology. How's everyone doing? I'm just going to pull up the comments section, and while a couple more of you join, we'll go ahead and get started here in just a second. I'd appreciate it if you guys gave the live stream a like. The more that you guys do give the live a like, the more that it'll get out to as more people as possible. We can help out as many people as possible in anatomy and physiology. But hello, everybody. I'm Ollie. I'm going to go live multiple times a week covering anatomy and physiology. On time. Welcome. It's good to see you. It's good to see you, AMC. Welcome. We'll go ahead and get started here in just a minute or so once some more people join. Like I mentioned, I'd appreciate it if you guys gave the live stream a like. We'll go ahead and get started here in just a second. But the more that you guys do like and share the live, the more that it'll get it out to as many people as possible. But welcome. Hey, Ethan, how you doing? Welcome. Alrighty, everybody. There's a couple more of you in here now, so we'll go ahead and get started. Welcome, everybody. My name is Ollie. I go live multiple times a week teaching anatomy and physiology. I'm here to make anatomy and physiology super easy to understand. Hey, Albert, how you doing? I'm here to give you the practice that your professors don't. I'm Ollie. Like I mentioned, as a couple more of you joined, I have my master's degree in molecular medicine, and I tutor anatomy and physiology. I've been tutoring it for 5.5 years now, and I go live on TikTok multiple times a week to teach you guys anatomy and physiology. And now that more of you have joined, welcome. We're going to go ahead and get started with number one. We have 60 questions to get through today. Number one, anatomy is best defined as what? A, B, C, or D. What exactly is anatomy? That's really important when we get into the actual study of what anatomy and physiology actually is. Welcome, everybody. There's over 300 of you in here now. Welcome. Do you have a note guide? Yes, I will. I do have notes for anatomy and physiology. They're on my website. You can tap on my profile for more. Or if you're interested in my notes to download, they're on my website. This is how you can, if you have any questions about the notes, this is how you can ask me about them. There's over 400 of you in here now. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. The answer is going to be B here. Anatomy is the structure, it's the study of the structure of their body parts, anatomy, so learning where things are, like where the femur is, or what the shape of the liver what shape the liver has. Number two, physiology. We have anatomy and physiology. What is physiology? Now that we know that anatomy is and what the importance of that is, what is the physiology and what's the importance of that? A, B, C, or D? If you're new here, all you gotta do is comment A, B, C, or D. Welcome, there's already over 600 of you in here now. Welcome, everybody. Hello, hi, everybody. Nice to meet you guys. I'm Ollie. I go live multiple times a week teaching you guys anatomy and physiology for your A&P course, HESI and TEAS, or whatever other exam has anatomy on it. My name is Ollie. I'm going to teach you anatomy today, and I go live multiple times a week. Thank you guys for 1,000 likes on the live already. That is insane. Number two, the answer is D. It is the study of how the body and its parts work together. So anatomy is what those structures are, and physiology is how they work. Why that's important is function. So how something works is always going to relate to its structure. So super important. Number three, which of the following represents the correct order of the levels of organization? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? A, B, C, or D? Thank you guys. It's so nice to meet you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the follows. Thank you for the roses 444. I appreciate it. Thank you guys also we're almost at 2,000 likes already. Thank you guys. There's over 600 of you in here now. Welcome, everybody. My name is Ollie. I go live multiple times a week teaching anatomy and physiology. Million Baby, thank you for the roses. Thank you guys so much. We're on number three now. Number three, the answer is C. We're going to go from chemical to cell to tissue, to organ system, to an organism. Chemical meaning kind of atoms and our molecules. So in a sense, when we have chemical, we mean atoms plus our molecules. Those make up your cells. A group of cells are tissues. A group of tissues make up an organ. Organs that work together work in an organ system, and all these systems together make us up as an organism. Number four, homeostasis is important because what is homeostasis important for? A, B, C, or D? We're on number four now. I see a couple of you answering. I'll give another second or so while you guys are answering, but welcome, everybody. My name is Ollie. I go live multiple times a week teaching you guys anatomy and physiology. I'm here to give you the practice that your professors won't. I'm Ollie. I can be your anatomy and physiology guy. I'm here. I'm going to be doing this very frequently. Number four is B. It's going to help maintain a stable internal environment. Homeostasis keeps conditions like your temperature, your pH, your glucose, your blood sugar levels within a narrow range. It's important for your body's physiology. Number 5, a positive feedback mechanism is characterized by what? A, B, C, or D? This is part of homeostasis. So what is this going to be? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? Thank you guys so much for the follows as well. It's so nice to meet you guys. I'm Ollie, by the way. Also, I have anatomy and physiology notes. If you need some extra help, through on my website. You can use Service Plus if you have any questions, or you can tap on my profile to see where you can get those. And then the practice questions are for the TikTok sub-community. Number 5, the answer is D. It's amplifying a response until a specific outcome is achieved or desired. For example... so we're going to act in the same direction as the stimulus. So labor contractions or blood clotting. Our body releases oxytocin to increase labor contractions. We're going to increase our clotting factors to stop our bleeding. Number 6, the 3 subatomic particles of an atom are what? A, B, C, or D? We're going over all of Anatomy and Physiology 1 and 2 today. So welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you all being here. We're at 5,000 likes already. That is insane. We're almost at 6,000. That's nuts. The answer is C here for number 5. Protons, neutrons, and electrons. Protons have a positive charge. Neutrons have a neutral charge. And then electrons have a negative charge. Number 7, an ionic bond is formed when what? An ionic bond is formed when what happens? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It's so nice to meet you all. I'm Ollie. I go live multiple times a week covering anatomy and physiology. I'm here to teach you guys. I'm Ollie. I'm going to be your anatomy and physiology guy. I'm here to go live multiple times a week to give you guys the practice that your professors don't give you. The answer here is going to be A. It's going to be when they're transferred from one atom to another. I always think of ionic. I equals me. Give me your electrons. Covalent bonds are, I think of cooperate, so share. So covalent, cooperate, the sharing of electrons. Number 8, which property of water makes it vital for temperature regulation? Which property of water makes it vital for regulating our temperature? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this? What do you guys think for this? This was on your exam last Tuesday. Awesome. We're almost at 7,000 likes now. That's insane, guys. That is insane. What time do I go live? Normally at 4:30. I'm going to be live next week, Monday through Friday, all at 4:30 p.m. EST, all week, 5 days in a row. Number 8, the answer is B. It is our high heat capacity. Water is going to absorb a lot of our heat before changing temperature, which is going to prevent rapid changes in our body temperature. Number 9, carbohydrates are primarily used for what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Fantastic. It is energy. Specifically, we have our glucose to ATP. Number 10, nucleic acids differ from proteins because they what? A, B, C, or D for this one? What do you guys think for this one? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? How do you get the questions to do on your own? Here you go. This is exactly how you do it. Once you join, just send me a DM, and then you'll get the questions after every single live stream. Number 10, the answer is B. It is going to store and transmit genetic information. Answer choice A are built from amino acids. Proteins are built from amino acids, function mainly as enzymes, that is proteins, and used for insulation, that is mainly our lipids or our fats. Moving on to number 11, the plasma membrane primarily consists of what? A, B, C, or D for this one? What do you guys think for this one? A, B, C, or D? Thank you so much for all the follows, everybody. Welcome. It's nice to meet you. I'm Ollie. I'm your anatomy and physiology guy. I'm going to be going live multiple times a week, covering anatomy and physiology, teaching you guys anatomy and physiology. Also, I do have anatomy and physiology notes on my website. You can use my profile to find out how you can get those, or you can use Service Plus if you have any questions about it. But number 11, the plasma membrane is primarily composed of phospholipids and proteins. We have our phospholipid bilayer, and then we have embedded proteins. Carbohydrates and lipids, essentially, our cholesterol. They're there, but they're not main. They're not primarily consisted of. They are there, but again, not prevalent, not as primarily prevalent. And nucleic acids are not part of the membrane. Number 12, the mitochondria is known as the what? A, B, C, or D? What does the mitochondria do essentially? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? Welcome, and we're almost at 9,000 likes on the live stream. This is an iPad. It's the second generation. I've had this for a while. It's the second generation 12.9 inch. I definitely prefer the bigger one than the smaller one. Just more room to write on. It kind of feels more like a tablet in a sense, or like a notebook. But number 12, the answer is B, is the ATP generator, or I know a lot of people love calling it the powerhouse. I think you can almost ask anybody and their mother about the mitochondria, and they'll say the powerhouse. But the main function here is to generate ATP because it is the site of our cellular respiration. Number 13, diffusion is an example of what? A, B, C, or D? Diffusion is an example of what kind of transport? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? A, B, C, or D? Adenosine stands for ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate. Essentially what this means is we have adenosine, and then we have 3 phosphate groups. And what happens is how we get that energy is we break these phosphate bonds. So ATP becomes ADP, so adenosine diphosphate, thionine 2. And when you break this bond, when you break bonds, you release heat as in the form of energy. So that's how you get energy. And that's where it comes from. Number 13, the answer is A. It is passive transport. It is passive transport. Thank you guys so much for the follows. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome. So diffusion is passive transport because we move down the concentration gradient. Essentially what that means is no ATP is required. If something is active, it requires ATP in the form of energy to get the process moving. Number 14, let's talk about endocytosis. What is endocytosis? A, B, C, or D? What do you think for this? There's over 500 of you in here again now. Holy crap, welcome everybody. My name is Ollie. I go live multiple times a week teaching you guys anatomy and physiology, giving you guys practice questions that your professors don't give you. I'm here to help you review for A&P, whether it's just for your anatomy and physiology class, for the HESI or TEAS, or whatever else it might be. But welcome everybody. It's so nice to meet you guys. Welcome over. There's over 600 of you in here now. Welcome, welcome. We're going to be going live multiple times a week. I'm Ollie. I'm going to be your anatomy and physiology guy from now on, giving you guys the practice questions that you need to make anatomy and physiology finally make sense. Number 14, we're on endocytosis, which is the process of bringing substances into a cell. Endo means in. The other version of this is exocytosis. Exocytosis, which is going to be out, so bringing substances out of the cell. The example of this would be phagocytosis, which is the cell eating. So B would be exocytosis, so releasing substances out of the cell. And then moving ions through channels is facilitated diffusion, and then dividing the nucleus would be mitosis. Number 15, the correct order of these cell cycle phases are what? A, B, C, or D for this one? What do we think? A, B, C, or D? What do we think for this one? A, B, C, or D? What do we think, everyone? Are we able to get these practice questions from you? Absolutely. I give them out to the TikTok sub-community. This is how you join. I also have anatomy and physiology notes on my website. You can tap on my profile for more information on that, or Service Plus if you have any questions. And if you want to get the questions, this is exactly how you get them. Once you join, just send me a DM. I got an 85 on my TEAS. Congratulations, 23. Thank you so much. Congratulations. If we could get a congratulations in the chat, that would be awesome. Thank you so much for letting us know, and congratulations. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. Also, we're just at 10,000 likes now. That's nuts, guys. That's nuts. Number 15, the answer is going to be A. That's the longest one here. So the entirety here, and the reason I put this all out in order is just so we can kind of go over everything. But the entire correct order here, we go from G1 to our S phase to G2. Then we do prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. So G1, S phase, G2, and prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. I always call it the PMAT. Number 16, mitosis results in what? So when we have our cell division and we have mitosis, what is that going to be? A, B, C, or D? Yeah, use PMAT. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I do too. Yep. Thank you for the sub. Please send me a DM so I can get you these questions out of the live stream. How you get the questions is thank you so much for the sub as well. Let me please send me a DM so I can get you these questions at the live stream. I need this. I struggled to pass this class. Welcome. Yeah, we'll be going live multiple times a week covering anatomy and physiology. I'm Ollie. If you're new here, I go live multiple times a week. I do 60 questions every single live. 60 questions. Number 16, the answer is A. It is 2 identical daughter cells. They are diploid, basically for mainly growth and repair. 4 genetically unique cells is meiosis, which would be for your sex cells. Gametes, again, would be meiosis. Number 17, meiosis differs from mitosis because it what? A, B, C, or D? Hopefully I don't think I gave away the answer for the next one, but hopefully this will help you answer the next one. A, B, C, or D for this one. What do you guys think? I just took my first A&P exam. Definitely didn't pass it. Oh, MB, please. Yeah, definitely send me in the bottom left corner there, Service Plus, whatever you're struggling with for anatomy and physiology, please send it in. We'll do practice questions on it. I go live multiple times a week doing anatomy and physiology, so I am happy to do the questions that everyone is struggling with. But number 17, the answer is C. It is going to produce haploid gametes. Basically, eggs and sperm are haploid. They have 23 chromosomes each. Number 18, apoptosis is defined as what? A, B, C, or D? I know a lot of people were struggling with what apoptosis actually is, so we're going to cover it a little more as well. Yeah, we can definitely do some glycolysis and citric acid cycle next week as well. Please send me a DM or an email letting me know that those are the type of questions that you'd like to see. We normally do, so we're going to go live Monday through Friday next week. They're all going to be at 4:30 p.m. EST. Mondays and Tuesdays are A&P 1 and then A&P 2, and then Wednesday through Friday is kind of a mix of everything that you guys have been requesting. We can do some microbiology as well. Please send me a DM. We can definitely get your stuff in. Just send me specifically what you would like to see. But number 18, the answer is C. It is programmed cell death. This is a normal process to remove damaged or unneeded cells. It is very healthy. Uncontrolled cell death is bad. Controlled cell death is a good thing. Number 19, the 4 primary tissue types are what? A, B, C, or D? And I have a fun and fantastic way for you to remember this from my own and then an inappropriate one that actually an audience member gave us a couple weeks ago. Say yourself, God's favor, I can understand this stuff. Yes, he's definitely helped me understand this stuff a lot, but I've been doing this for a long time now. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Ollie. I have a master's degree in molecular medicine. I actually did a live stream on organelles and their functions like a week or 2 ago, but we can definitely do another one. I have a master's degree in molecular medicine, and I've been tutoring anatomy and physiology for 5.5 years now, and I go live multiple times a week to teach anatomy and physiology. But I got 100% on my final exams for A&P 1 and A&P 2 in both grad school and undergrad, so I love my anatomy, I love teaching it, so we're here, and I'm here to make it easy and make it make sense for you. Number 19, the answer is B. It's going to be epithelial, connective, muscular, and nervous. So the appropriate one, so E, C, M, N, is every cat must nap. Coincidentally, our cat is napping behind me right now. But the funny one and the inappropriate one that a viewer gave me was C-men. So epithelial, connective, muscular, nervous. C-men is connective, muscular, epithelial, nervous. Number 20, epithelial tissue is going to function in terms of what? A, B, C, or D? Number 20, A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? Yep, this would help the TEAS test for anatomy and physiology as well, and a little bit with some of the biology and chemistry stuff, because anatomy and physiology covers that a little bit. So it will definitely help in all those aspects. Also, I do have anatomy and physiology notes, and I also do have a TEAS A&P study guide on my website. You can tap on my profile for more, or if you have any questions, you can hit Service Plus, letting me know. And then the practice questions are for the sub-community. But welcome, there's over 500 of you in here now. We're on number 20 now if you're following along. The answer here for epithelial tissue is going to function in our protection, our secretion, and our absorption. Example, the skin protects us. We have glands for secretion, and in our intestines, we have absorption of nutrients. Number 21, simple epithelium has what? What about simple epithelium for number 21? Also, welcome everybody that just joined. Hello. It's so nice to meet you all. My name is Ollie. I go live multiple times a week teaching you guys anatomy and physiology. I also do videos on this as well on my profile, and I upload the replays to YouTube. But thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I love doing these live streams. They're a favorite part of my day. I do them multiple times a week. I do them at least 4 times. I try to do them more as well. My goal is to help you guys make anatomy and physiology finally make sense. Number 21, simple epithelium has 1 layer of cells. Simple literally means 1 layer. Stratified means multiple layers. So if you see stratified epithelium, it means it has multiple layers. So 2+. So again, this one right here. Number 22, connective tissue is going to include what? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? A, B, C, or D? A and P1, we are doing both A and P1 and 2 today, so a little bit of everything, just a little bit, an overview of kind of everything. Right now we're on A and P1 material, but as we get through the live, we'll be doing some A and P2 material as well, which is always super important to get through as well. But hello everybody, welcome. Thank you guys for 14,000 likes. That is insane, guys. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys, seriously. This is so much fun to do, and your guys' support really, this just means the world to me. The answer here is going to be C, bone, cartilage, blood, and adipose. I know blood and bone are a little confusing there, but they're all connective types. Number 23, skeletal muscle is what? What are the characteristics of skeletal muscle tissue? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? You love anatomy. Me too. Welcome. We have something in common. Welcome, everybody. Yep, I do YouTube videos. Everything about basically everything that I do, you can learn a lot more by tapping on my profile or in the bottom left corner there. It's called Service Plus. You can send me a DM if you have any questions about what I do. I do tutoring. I have notes, and then I post videos here on TikTok. I do video requests, and then I also post videos to YouTube. Number 23, the answer is A. Skeletal muscle is voluntary and striated. So this right here, I am voluntarily, consciously controlling this. Yep, I do also do physiology lessons as well. Striated means that it basically is going to be banded. So we have sarcomeres, they're repeating units. Number 24, neuroglia primarily function to what? What are neuroglia going to do? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? Neuroglia. A, B, C, or D? You love watching these for ASMR. I didn't think this was ASMR. Is it ASMR? Is this considered ASMR? I'm trying to do these are meant to be educational, not ASMR. I don't know if ASMR is even considered educational. Is it? I've never been that guy. But number 24, the answer is B. Neuroglia are there to support and protect neurons. Neurons are the functional unit of the nervous system, meaning they are the ones that are going to carry these electrical impulses for communication, and neuroglia are going to support them. They help the neurons to do so. They support them, they protect them with immunity as well. But number 25, the outermost layer of the skin is called what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think? You're in biology studying the circulation of blood. We'll be doing some more of that next week as well. Thank you guys for 16.4 thousand likes. That is insane. I don't like talking about atoms in an AMP. It feels like I'm taking chemistry. That's super important, though. Chemistry is super important in physiology, especially. But number 25, it really comes down to, especially when you talk about membrane potentials and biochemistry and how enzymes work. That's a really big part. I know it sucks, though. Like the general chemistry, like questions and all that kind of math is very painful to do. So I understand. But number 25, the answer is B. It's the epidermis. Epi means above. It quite literally means above the dermis. Hypo means below. Number 26, melanocytes are responsible for what? A, B, C, or D? Melanocytes are responsible for what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think? What are we thinking? Also, there's 500 of you in here. Welcome. Yes, I do physiology. Yes, lessons. Absolutely. Welcome, everybody. Med school, here we come. Hello. Yes. Number 26, the answer is A. It is going to be producing pigment for skin color. Melanin is that pigment. And melanin is going to absorb UV rays. Number 27, a major function of the skin is what? What is a major function of the skin? A, B, C, or D? And welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. My name is Ollie. I go live multiple times a week teaching you guys anatomy and physiology. I love doing these live streams, so I really appreciate you being here. Found a great study session here. Yes, thank you, Shannon. I appreciate it. Thank you. You guys are too sweet. Seriously, I love you guys. Number 27, the answer is C. It is protection and regulation. So our body it protects our body. Like we mentioned, we have stratified squamous epithelium that is designed to protect us against abrasion. And then regulation in terms of regulating our body temperature and regulating water loss through sweat. Number 28, hair, nails, and sweat glands are classified as what? A, B, C, or D? What are they classified as? A, B, C, or D? How often do I do these lives? I do them. I sent this link to my whole class too. Awesome, Shannon. I appreciate you. That's insane. I think one time I actually started doing these live streams mainly because an anatomy and physiology class actually reached out to me and asked if I would do a live stream. Like a whole group of like 30 people asked. It was insane. And then I started doing it, and then it went really well, and everyone loved it. So now I do this like kind of full time now, doing these live streams. I do them every day, or almost every day. I do them at least 4 times a week. So I go live at least 4 times a week. But next week it'll be Monday through Friday, so 5 days, Monday through Friday, and all at 4:30 p.m. EST. Number 28, the answer is B. It is the appendages of the skin. They are components of the skin. Which could also be called, appendages can also be called basically accessory structures. Number 29, the structural unit of compact bone is what? A, B, C, or D for this one? What do you guys think? Also, as you guys join, welcome. My name is Ollie. I go live multiple times a week covering A and P. I do have anatomy and physiology notes. They're on my website. They're the notes that I used basically whenever I was in the body. I didn't say they were, I meant structures. If I said organ, I'm so sorry. They're accessory structures. And number 29, the skin is an organ, though. It is a fun trivia question. The skin is the largest organ. So if anyone ever asks you what's the largest organ, it is the skin. It's very weird to think about, but it's true. Number 29, the answer is A. It is an osteon. They are the circular structures. They have that central canal. The trabeculae is the spongy bone. Chondrocyte is a cartilage cell. Collagen fiber is a supportive protein in the connective tissue. Number 30, spongy bone is going to contain what? A, B, C, or D? Spongy bone is going to contain what? I have A&P for my prereqs class. Oh my goodness. Well, we will be here. Hopefully these live streams will help you. Well, welcome everybody. Like I mentioned, I do have A&P notes. They're my handwritten notes from whenever I was in the class. I got 100% on my final exams. I got an A in the class. You can tap on my profile for more if you have any questions about it. Use Service Plus. It's all on my website. And then I know someone asked about the questions. I give them out to the TikTok sub-community. This is how you join. Once you join, just send me a DM, and then it'll be the blank version of this, and you'll get the answer key at the end after every single live stream. Also, thank you guys for 20,000 likes. It's nuts. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys. Yep, this is going to help for the TEAS exam as well. There's anatomy and physiology on it. Number 30, the answer is B. It's trabeculae and red bone marrow. Trabeculae are the lattice-like structures, and red marrow is where you have blood cell production. Osteons, like we mentioned, were for compact bone. Yellow marrow is in the medullary cavity. It's going to store our fat. And then calcium without collagen, that's false. Number 31, bone remodeling is going to involve what? A, B, C, or D? Bone remodeling, A, B, C, or D? What do we think for this one? A, B, C, or D? Thank you so much for the sub. Please send me a DM so I can get you these questions after the live. Thank you so much. Is up for the NL? And yes, it will, especially if there's anatomy and physiology on it. I believe there is. What is the main thing to focus on when writing notes? I actually have some videos on that. I'll make another one as well. But basically, the biggest thing is to make I'll kind of explain later on in the live stream. I don't know if I have time today to cover it, but I'll make a video on it. I also have Erica. If you go to my YouTube, I actually have a video on how to take notes. It's in my TikTok bio. But number 31, the answer is C. It's osteoblasts and osteoclasts. Osteoblasts build bone, while osteoclasts break down bone. Remodeling is a continuous process of breaking bone down and forming new bone. Osteoblasts build that up, osteoclasts break them down, so they are going to include both. Number 32, a long bone is represented by what? A, B, C, or D? What is a long bone represented by? Or essentially, which of the following bones represents a long bone? Probably would have been a better way to word it. But welcome in everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here again. I appreciate you all so much. Happy Friday. I hope you guys have a fun weekend planned for you. Number 32, the answer is D. It's the femur. The femur is a long bone. Because it is longer than it is wide, the femur, the humerus. Vertebrae would be an irregular bone. A carpal bone, which is in your wrist, is a short bone, and the sternum is a flat bone. Number 33, the axial skeleton is going to include A, B, C, or D. Which one is that going to be? What do you guys think for this one? A, B, C, or D? Also, thank you guys for 22,000 likes. That's insane. I'm going to take a sip of my drink real quick. Number 33, the answer is B. It is the skull, vertebrae, vertebral column, and the rib cage. The axial skeleton is the central core of our body. Our appendicular skeleton are our limbs, such as our girdles. In terms of girdles, we have a pectoral girdle, and then we also have a pelvic girdle. Number 34, the appendicular skeleton is going to include what? A, B, C, or D? I accidentally just gave that one away. That's A. That's A. Our limb and our girdles, like I mentioned, that is our pectoral and our pelvic. And then our limbs are upper and our lower, so our arms and legs and shoulders. Number 35, a hinge joint is going to allow what? A, B, C, or D? A hinge joint. I love educational TikTok. Me too. I'm a part of it. I love doing this, so... I love educational TikTok too. I think it's so cool that people can come on here and doom scroll and come across something and learn from it. It's super cool. I feel like for the most part, every time someone tries to learn something, the first place they go nowadays is to kind of get an overview on TikTok, and then obviously you should go a little deeper than TikTok because you can't always trust everything you see on the internet, but that's exactly how I got here. Send gifts. I appreciate that, Kiki. You guys definitely don't have to. I just honestly, you guys just being here and just liking the live and participating means the world to me. Number 35, the answer is A. It is flexion and extension. So a hinge joint, can you think of it like a door hinge? That's like at what is your elbow and your knee. Rotation only would be like a pivot joint. Circumduction would be a ball and socket joint, so at your hip or your shoulder. And then a gliding is a plane joint. Number 36, the shoulder joint is classified as what? A, B, C, or D? Also, if you need some extra help outside of this, I do have anatomy and physiology notes on my website. If you have any questions, you can use Service Plus. But you can tap on my profile to see where you can get those at to get on my website. And then the live practice tests are available to my TikTok sub-community, which this is how you join. And if you do join, please send me a DM so I can get to the questions after the live stream. I get them after every single live stream, and I go live at least 4 times a week. Next live, just because there was a little bit of a new one thing yesterday, we're going to go live 5 times a week next week, making up for yesterday. Number 36, the answer is C. It is a ball and socket joint. Like I just mentioned, it allows basically, it's a ball and socket joint, and basically, it allows movement in planes in multiple planes. So your shoulder, it can flex, it can extend, it can rotate. Number 37. The basic contractile unit of a muscle is called what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? I saw some questions. Nelly said, I'm about to start my anatomy and physiology class in October, and I'm so nervous. Definitely don't be nervous, Nelly. I will be here. We'll be here in October doing questions. We'll give you the questions that you need to make sure that you don't feel nervous and you feel confident. I want to start nursing school. I'm 35 and scared. You don't be scared. No, it's never too late to go back. The best time to do it is now. Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear about that as well. Do I have tissue practice questions? Yes, I do. I normally do tissues every Monday with A and P1. I also love how you explain things. My professor has a habit of forgetting that. Yeah, I know. I think practice questions are the best way to learn things, so that's why we do these here. And then it kind of just gives more of a sense of when you go over these questions and you kind of like, oh, I didn't know that question. It kind of gives you a sense, and you can reach out to me and we can kind of see like maybe is it a quick question, is it a tutoring session's worth, or is it a video I need to make or something like that. So that's really the importance of these. And then I'll get to some more comments as well here as well. I'm just trying to make sure I answer people and do the questions as well. The answer here is a sarcomere. A sarcomere is a segment of a myofibril between Z lines. This is where you have actin and myosin, And basically, we'll talk about back in the next question. Let's go over that before I talk too much. But number 38, the sliding filament theory is going to state that muscle contraction. Oh my goodness, muscle contraction occurs when what? A, B, C, or D. A, B, C, or D for this one. I also saw some of you encouraging other people in the chat. What's Kiki? And nursing student Sarah. Thank you guys for the uplifting words to some of the other people in the chat. That's honestly super nice of you guys. And Shannon as well. But you guys are awesome, seriously. I appreciate you uplifting someone in the chat. That's definitely the best part of these live streams, and one of my favorite parts is just how like uplifting everybody is. Any recommendations on medical terminology? Honestly, flashcards. And then also, I have some live streams on medical terminology as well that kind of give you some practice. But number 38, the answer is C. Actin filaments slide over myosin. That's what's going to allow contraction. Like we mentioned, basically what happens is myosin heads bind to actin. They pull actin towards the center of the sarcomere, which is the M line. And that shortening is what a muscle contraction is. Number 39, an isotonic contraction involves what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Yeah, medical terminology I really feel is flashcards 100%. That's the only thing. I took a medical terminology class, and honestly only used flashcards and got an A. So that's definitely what I think. And there's, at least in mine, I think we had over 1,000 terms. And it was pretty much just doing them repeatedly day after day, essentially. What days? Kind of mixed here. So next week we're going Monday through Friday. They're all going to be at 4:30 p.m. EST. How that works is Monday and Tuesday, or Monday's A&P 1, Tuesday is A&P 2. And then the rest of the week is kind of by popular request. What you guys have been reaching out to me and letting me know that you're struggling with is kind of what the rest of the week is what I focus the questions around. Number 39, isotonic contractions are going to include the muscle shortening with, a key word here is with movement. We have isometric is without movement. Isometric, think of that painfully long-ass minute doing a body plank or a wall sit. It feels like 20,000 minutes, but it's only 1 minute. So isometric hold, in terms of working out, is when you have tension, right? Because there's tension in a body plank or a wall sit, but you're not moving, right? You're totally still. Number 40, the biceps brachii is located where? Where is this muscle located? A, B, C, or D? Do I recommend taking the T's after I finish A&P 2? Yeah, so you can definitely do the T's after A&P 1, but A&P 2 is definitely going to help because there's stuff on it. But honestly, like especially learning medical terminology too, I think medical terminology is definitely going to help with that as well. Yes, always Kiki. Yes, exactly. Once you get your med terms down, honestly, everything does become a lot easier because words just give it away. Number 40, the answer is our upper arm. Our biceps brachii is in our upper arm. Number 41, tendons connect what? A, B, C, or D? Also, like I mentioned, I do have anatomy and physiology notes on my website. You can use Service Plus if you have any questions about it, or you can tap on my profile for more. And then also, the live practice questions are available to the TikTok sub community. This is how you join. Once you join, just send me a DM, and then I will get you the questions after every single live stream. I do at least 4 a week. Number 41, tendons are going to connect muscle to bone. Muscles are going to transmit force into bone. And then bone to bone are ligaments. And the way that a viewer actually had me remember this, so I'm always learning some new ways to remember things from you guys all the time as well. So please feel free to share them. Is BBL. Bone to bone is ligament. So number 42, the immediate source of energy for muscle contraction is what? My problem is overthinking everything. Yes, overthinking is a big thing. That is why, so my thing with making sure that you're constantly practicing questions is that's what tests are. Tests are actively recalling information essentially. So you want to practice doing questions and practice recalling and explaining things, because that's what you're going to have to do on exams. Looking at your notes and your textbook all the time isn't, you're not going to be asked if you're familiar with something, right? Do you remember reading this in your notes or textbook? It's going to be what this is, and that's how you know it. So essentially, your notes are meant to be a reference for you to use, essentially to study from. They are a guide and a reference for your active recall in practice questions. Number 42, the answer is B, it's ATP. ATP is used directly by myosin heads. So why is this important? So like I mentioned, myosin heads bind to actin. This attachment is due to ATP, and the detachment is also because of ATP. So ATP is basically our energy source for the muscle contraction, and that is directly. And then all the other stuff here, these are later down the pathway. So these are sources of energy to regenerate ATP farther along. But number 43, the nervous system is divided into what? A, B, C, or D for this one? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think? So about fascia. Fascia is essentially going to help, it's kind of a connecting structure between, so it's going to help connect muscles to other muscles, essentially by wrapping around them, holding them in place, mostly kind of forming compartments. Deep fascia is mostly for separating and integrating the surrounding muscle structures or whatnot. But it's that connective tissue that surrounds like a lot of your parts of the body, basically providing support to kind of a little bit of everything. Like muscles, tendons, ligaments, tissues, organs, nerves, joints, bones, pretty much everything. But yes, the answer yes. But in a sense, it helps connect everything. Number 43, the answer is B, is central and peripheral nervous systems, your CNS and your PNS. So again, now that we know that the central nervous system is the CNS, what does the central nervous system consist of? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? A, B, C, or D? Thank you. No problem, AMC. Number 44, what do you guys think? A, B, C, or D? What does ATP stand for? ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate. Basically, I mentioned this earlier in the live, so we have our adenosine structure, and then we have 3 triphosphates. And basically what happens is when we get ATP into ADP, adenosine diphosphate, you break one of these phosphate bonds, and when you break the phosphate bond, it releases heat, and heat is energy. So again, this process is going to provide energy. Number 44, the answer is A, it's the brain and the spinal cord, and then all the following basically are the PNS. Number 45, the functional unit of the nervous system is the what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D for this one. What do you guys think? Do I have videos on skeletal or muscular system? Yep, I do. I do have some replays on YouTube of them. And then I also have some videos specifically on the skeletal system. I think I have a video back in May on how I studied it. But if you guys have any video requests or anything, it's in the bottom left corner there. You can hit Service Plus and send me any video requests or anything, or live topic requests. But number 45, the answer is C. It is a neuron. The functional unit of the nervous system is the neuron. The neuron is going to generate and conduct impulses. Axon, dendrite are part of it, and neuroglia support neurons. Number 46, an action potential occurs when what? Also, like I mentioned, I have anatomy and physiology notes on my website. That is linked in my TikTok bio. You can tap on my profile for more. If you have any questions about it, you can use Service Plus. And then I also give out the live practice questions to our TikTok sub community. This is how you join that. Once you join, just send me a DM. Just let me know that you joined, and then you will get the questions by the end of the day. Oh, T. Fernandez, it's good to see you again. Oh my goodness, how are you doing? I just want to say this guy's the main reason I made 100 in the science portion of my T's. Hey, T. Fernandez, it's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you saying that and coming back. I remember it's been a while since I've seen you because I know you've taken your T's, and congratulations again. But it's awesome. But thank you. It's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good summer. I definitely try to always remember people's usernames and stuff if you're in the live streams a lot and whatnot. So, but thank you guys. Taking my first test is questions help. Awesome. I'm glad they're helpful. Anyway, number 46, the action potential is going to occur when the answer choice here is B. The membrane is going to depolarize and repolarize. So basically, voltage gated channels open, sodium rushes in, that causes depolarization, and then potassium is going to rush out of the cell. The cell is going to repolarize or get back down to its resting membrane potential, which is negative 70 millivolts. Number 47, a graded potential is different from an action potential because of what reason? A, B, C, or D for this one. I have cell biology midterm next week. Good luck on your midterm next week. If you get some more good lucks in the chat as well. Oh wait, you said something. You just passed your first 2 exams at skill. That's awesome. Congrats, T. Fernandez. That's good to hear. I appreciate you, Team Fernandez. Thank you for the kind words and yeah, thank you. Seriously, thank you. That made my day. It warms my heart. But I'm glad to hear that everything's going well with your exams. But number 47, the answer is A. Basically, they don't always reach the same threshold. So they vary in strength, and they don't always reach threshold. Action potentials are all or none. They either happen or they don't. Graded potentials are different because they don't always reach threshold. So what this might look like, if we have a graph, right? So normally when you learn an action potential, it kind of looks like this. And this part here is your depolarization, and this is your repolarization. But looking into it further, what happens before the action potential is if this is negative 70 millivolts, basically what can happen is a graded potential can kind of look like this on a graph, where we get this, and it's up, and then it's down. And then we reach an action potential, and then it goes up, we depolarize, and then we repolarize. Number 48, synaptic transmission occurs at the what, A, B, C, or D? I have a video on this on my profile as well. It's from a while ago, though. I have to look for it, but it does a great job at explaining action potentials and graded potentials and whatnot. Yeah, we can definitely go over the channels as well. I'll do more questions on that as well. I forever appreciate you. Thank you. I'll forever appreciate you too. Would you say ANP2 is harder than ANP1? I think it depends on who you are. I think if you are a big memorization person, I think ANP1 is easier for you. And if you're a big understanding person, ANP2 is easier. ANP1 is a lot more memorization. ANP2 is a lot more understanding. That's why people struggle with ANP, because most people, they've only ever had to do one or the other. Most people don't teach you how to study, so you only either know how to memorize or you kind of only know how to summarize. ANP1 is just such a large amount of information. That's what's hard about ANP1. And then ANP2 is just a lot of complex information. That's essentially the difference, in my opinion. Number 48, the answer is B, is the synapse between neurons. Neurotransmitters cross the synaptic cleft. Number 49, the cerebellum is going to primarily control what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? I hated ANP1. I love ANP2. My teacher said we shouldn't memorize. Yeah, that's kind of like, you definitely should understand things more. But I do think that they're just in terms of when you have to learn all the muscles and the bones and their origin insertions, a lot of that really just is memorization, and mainly the techniques that are associated with memorization, especially when it comes to lab and labeling structures. You get your diagrams, you print them out, you label them, you cover them up, and you practice going over those. Those are essentially memorization. Understanding is how something works. What things are is memorization. You just got to know what it is. Understanding how it works is a process. Like if I were to ask you how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you don't have to memorize how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It doesn't really make sense to memorize how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You would explain it to me. You would, you grab the peanut butter and jelly and the bread and the butter knife, and you slap the 2 pieces of bread down, and then you take the butter knife and you open the peanut butter, and then you spread the peanut butter, and then you spread the jelly. I always spread the jelly first because I like getting a little bit of jelly in the peanut butter jar, that kind of stuff. Number 49, let me give you guys the answer, and then I'll yap some more, is coordination and balance. The cerebellum is going to fine-tune your motor movements and your posture, which is why it's going to primarily control our coordination and balance. But number 50, reflexes are what? A, B, C, or D. And like I mentioned, I also have anatomy and physiology notes from whenever I was in the class and study guides. They're on my website. You can tap on my profile for more. Or if you have any questions about it, use Service Plus. And then I also give out these practice tests. It's the blank version. It has the answer key, basically to do it on your own. This is how you join. Once you join, just send me a DM letting me know that you joined, and then I will send you it after every single live. Number 50. Also, while you guys, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm actually making a peanut butter sandwich right now. That's awesome, Dee. That's so funny. Let me make sure I got your guys' questions and comments. All I did was memorize for A&P1 and made it. Yeah, you can get away with memorizing an A&P1 in my opinion. A&P2, you can't really memorize. You gotta understand it. You really just gotta. Awesome, everybody. Number 50, the answer is B. They're rapid. They're involuntary responses to stimuli, such as your knee jerk. Whenever you're sitting at the doctor's office and they tap on your knee, that's gonna, your leg kicks. What happens is the reflex, normally your signal, when you get a stimuli, it's going to send it up your spinal cord to your brain and get integrated, and then it comes back down, and then you produce a response. But a reflex only goes to the spinal cord and back, so it's a lot faster, it's very quick, rapid, and it's involuntary because it doesn't have to get integrated in the brain. Number 51, how many chambers does the heart have? A, B, C, or D? How many do we do? ABC. Also, we're at 27,000 likes. That is insane, guys. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Also, I don't know if anybody is an AJR fan in here. I'm like their biggest fan. I'm always in the 0.01% of listeners. The new EP I've been listening to on repeat. If anyone else is in here is an AJR fan. Number 51, the answer is 4B. We have if we draw our heart out, I always recommend drawing out your heart. Basically how I do it is the 4 boxes of the 4 chambers, but you have your right atrium, your right ventricle, your left atria, and your left ventricle. Number 52, the right side of the heart is going to pump blood where? So this right atria and right ventricle, the right ventricle is what pumps. Where is it pumping it to? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think? A, B, C, or D? It's going to be to the lungs. The right ventricle pumps blood to the lungs through the pulmonary artery. The left ventricle pumps to the aorta out to the rest of the body. Number 53, the cardiac cycle is measured using what? A, B, C, or D for this one? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think? A, B, C, or D? Also, we're almost at 28,000 likes. That is insane. Number 53, the answer is B. It is an ECG, electrocardiogram. It detects the electrical activity of the heart. The other ones are sort of like imaging, like ultrasound is imaging. Pulse oximeter is going to be is our oxygen, and then MRI is not going to be relevant here. But number 54, arteries are going to carry blood where? A, B, C, or D? What's the importance? Do I do these often? Yes, I do them at least 4 times a week. Next week is going to be Monday through Friday, all at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're new here, it's nice to meet you. My name is Ollie. I go live multiple times a week, at least 4 times a week, teaching you guys anatomy and physiology, making anatomy and physiology finally make sense for you. I'm also essentially going to give you the practice questions that you professors don't give you enough of. But I have a master's degree in molecular medicine, and I've been tutoring anatomy and physiology for 5.5 years now, and I've been doing TikTok Live and teaching A&P since February. So, and I've also done a few events with TikTok. I had an interview with them a little while ago, so that was super fun. So thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. And number 54, the answer is A. The answer is away from the heart. So again, a lot of people think arteries are oxygenated. Oh, they just mean they're always oxygenated. That's untrue. The pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood to the lungs, where it can become reoxygenated, and it comes back through the vein. So veins are back to the heart. Number 55, the liquid component of blood is called what? A, B, C, or D? We're doing 60 questions today, so we're almost done. If you would like to get these 60 questions, the blank version and the answer key for you to practice on your own, I give them out to our TikTok sub-community. Once you join, just send me a DM, and then you'll get the questions after every single live stream. Number 55, the answer is B. It is plasma. Plasma is relatively just about 55% blood. It's mostly water plus proteins. Number 56, gas exchange in the lungs is going to occur at the what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Yep, also umbilical artery. Yep. That's right, AMC. Yep. I think for most anatomy and physiology classes, don't teach that, surprisingly, though. But yes, that is true. Number 56, the answer is B. It is the alveoli. They have the tiny sacs, basically, there, with the thin walls for diffusion. Number 57, inhalation occurs when the diaphragm, what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Number 57, the answer is D. It is going to contract and move downward. Basically, when it contracts and it moves down, that's going to increase the thoracic volume. When you increase the thoracic volume, that expands your thoracic cavity. It lowers the pressure, allowing air to come in. Expiration is when your diaphragm relaxes and moves upward. When it moves upward, it decreases the volume in the thoracic cavity, which is going to increase pressure, and then it's going to force air out. So again, like we mentioned, when inhalation, the diaphragm contracts, it moves down. That is going to increase the volume of the thoracic cavity, lowering pressure, allowing air to come in. Number 58, the small intestine is the primary site of what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? A, B, C, or D? Answer is B. It is nutrient absorption. Nutrient absorption is the primary site of nutrient. The small intestine is the primary site of nutrient absorption. I think, hold on one sec. I have to do my verification to make sure I'm still live. So sorry. Water absorption is the large intestine. Number 59, the functional unit of the kidney is the what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Also, if you'd like to get these questions, I give them to the TikTok sub-community. This is how you join. Once you join, just send me a DM, then you'll get the questions after every single live stream. Yep, water is the large intestine. Yep, absolutely. Number 59, the answer is B. It is the nephron. The glomerulus is part of the nephron that is responsible for filtration. But urine formation, so the functional unit of the kidney is the nephron, is responsible for forming urine and filtering blood. Urine formation will involve what processes here? A, B, C, or D? But the ureter is a transport tube from the kidney to the bladder. The glomerulus is part of the nephron, and the cortex is a region in the kidney. A, B, C, or D for this one? What do you guys think? A, B, C, or D? So in terms of waste storage, do you mean like the bladder, like holding our urine? The answer here is A, it's filtration, reabsorption, and secretion. These are the three main steps in urine formation. We filter it, we reabsorb water electrolytes, and then we have secretion. Alrighty, that's it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you guys so much for the subs. If you did sub, please send me a DM so I can get you these questions. I normally get the questions out by the end of the night. Thank you, great instructor. I appreciate that, Sam. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much for being here. Happy Friday. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Real quick here, like I mentioned, I do have anatomy and physiology notes. They're on my website if you need some extra help. They're on my profile. You can tap on my profile. I also have tutoring as well, so you can get my tutoring there as well. You can find all my availability. And then if you would like to get a copy of the notes, I give them to the TikTok sub community. How you join is, it's in the bottom left corner there. Once you join, just send me a DM. Is this on YouTube? Yep. I post everything on YouTube. It's linked in my TikTok bio. Pretty much everything about me is on my TikTok profile, in my bio. It's my website with my tutoring and my notes. And then also my YouTube with all the replays of the live stream. And then I've been so busy tutoring lately, but I am trying to get more lecture style videos up. And I'm also trying to make a course. There's going to be videos, but really the main thing there is getting you a lot of practice. So that basically there will be the course with all the practice as well. But thank you guys so much for being here today. Seriously, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. Let me make sure. Great, thank you. Great question. Thank you, AMC. Thanks for being here. Always Kiki. Thank you for being here as well. Aqua, thank you for being here. Food and Drinks Living, thank you, Shannon. I appreciate it. Welcome. Stephanie, thank you as well. By the University of 70 here. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, I have a YouTube. My YouTube, I'll write down my YouTube. It's my name. But again, you can go to my TikTok profile as well. This is how you should find me. All the replays are there as well. I'm a little behind in getting them up. I've just been so busy with tutoring and live streaming and whatnot. And but there's hundreds of hours of every single replay I've done. Yep, I'm going to keep also, if you're interested in continuing with this, Monday through Friday next week. So 5 days next week. We'll be at 4:30 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. God's work. You guys are doing God's work being here. I appreciate it. First time in here. I need this pad. Going back to school, I need a refresher. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Here again, this is how you get the questions. Again, it's the blank version, and then it'll have the answer key at the end, and you'll get them after every single live stream. And like I mentioned, if you did sub, I do just have to reach back out to you. It takes me. I get 100 to 200 DMs after every live. I promise I will get them out by the end of the day. So definitely don't worry. I will get to you as soon as I can. But thank you guys. Like I mentioned, just be a little patient. I did get a bunch of DMs today. I will try to get to everybody as soon as possible, and it will definitely be by the end of the night. Thank you, Nemo. Thank you guys so much for the subs. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. You guys are fantastic. Again, we'll be live Monday through Friday next week, 4:30 p.m. EST. I'm Ollie. It's so nice to meet you all. I love you guys. You guys are fantastic. Let me just make sure I am getting... just want to make sure I'm answering everybody's comments. Tom, thank you so much. Brianna, thank you for being here. Ashley, thank you. Coco, thank you. Awesome from a bio nerd. Me too. There's two Cocos. Thank you, Coco. Both Cocos. Coco Vengeance and Coco Styles. I love lecture style. Yes, we'll be definitely doing lecture styles. Style, thank you. MC, thank you. My YouTube, yes, it will be. It's in my bio as well. Otherwise, it's right there too. Everyone TikTok's always Eastern. I know, right? I'm also gonna put it. It'll be in my TikTok profile. When you go, it'll say when my next live event is scheduled. What question? So this would be the urinary system. I always feel sad when you leave. Me too. I love doing these. Sometimes when I finish the question, honestly, when I finish the questions, I do get a little sad. Oh, for answer choice D, I'm sorry. Storage, mixing, elimination. That wouldn't necessarily be for storage, it really depends what you're talking about, but that's not part of urinary. It doesn't store. Mixing, when you think of mixing, most of that is going to be in the stomach, and partially small intestine, and then elimination can be through eliminating urine or eliminating feces, things like that. So I just kind of put random words in here, but I wasn't really referring to a system. Pretty much B, C, and D when I made these questions, I didn't have a system in mind. I kind of just put random words in there. There's not really much of a meaning behind it. Don't think too much into the other answer choices about being another system, essentially. So sorry if that confused anybody. But yeah, I guess in a sense, contraction, relaxation, pumping, yeah, that's the cardiovascular system. Absorption, digestion, excretion, digestion. But D, storage, nah. Not really, I guess. You could say, especially that one. I don't think too much into it. Thank you, though, Marissa. I appreciate the question. That's going to be it, guys. Like I said, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Please send me a DM if you have any questions. If you did sub, just be a little patient. I'll be with you by the end of the night. Thank you guys so much. Again, Monday through Friday next week, 4:30 p.m. EST. Thank you all so much. Love you guys. Have a fantastic weekend.